Obviously not the result you guys were looking for tonight, but what did you think of just what at least appeared to be an absolute battle?
Yeah, obviously you want to win, right? Go 1-0 every weekend and, win every game you can. I think there's a lot we could learn from in that game, and we'll watch a film and work on it, with this bye week. But there's a lot to be proud of, too. I think we battled out there, like you said, and, there's a lot of back and forth. D made some big plays. Offensively, we made some big plays, but so there's some positives there, but, there's still a lot to work on and a lot to, fix up, and hopefully we can win these tight games.
These wins that we've seen the Knighthawks get early this season have often featured a late game rally. The script was kind of flipped tonight. What did you see that happened in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's credit to the team we were going against, right? Offensively, defensively, goaltending, they played great. I think they tightened up, a little bit on the D end in the fourth quarter and maybe held us to a goal or two. But I just think we need to respond. I think that's something we talked about in the locker room is, responding when they score, limited their runs. Lacrosse is obviously a game of runs, and I think, they had a couple more runs than we did. So, if it's our job offensively, to respond to their runs. So, I guess we'll take that one. But, moving forward, there's a lot to learn from and a lot to be excited about.
What did you think of some of the guys on your team? Obviously, Ryan Smith was great. Kyle Waters had a great showing, too.
Yeah, it's just shows this team, right? It could be anyone, any night. I think we got a lot of really good players on this team. The team's full of really good players. So, it's just a credit to, offensively. I think we were spreading the ball around and, really not letting the defense key in on one or two guys. And we were hitting some shots, especially in the first half. I think we had 10 goals at halftime. We just got to keep building off that first half. And, I think we went into a little lull in the third quarter, but, we got to figure out a way to turn that around.
Can you speak to just like the overall intensity? Obviously it's on physicality. Some calls made, some maybe not. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I wasn't too happy about my penalty, honestly, to start. I think sometimes it's a tough job to be a ref. I wouldn't want to be a ref, to be honest with you, because obviously everyone wants every call. But for me personally, I saw one of the Bandits guys, give T-Mac a couple knees to the neck, and I think that's a really dangerous play, really dirty play. So, I think there's a lot that they should look at and review. But I think just the name of it's consistency. I think no one can really complain if it's consistent the whole game one way or the other. So, but like I said, it's not the refs that lost us that game. It's us. So, I'm not going to complain about the refs because, one, both teams had to do it, but two, it's a really tough job. So, yeah.
You welcome your son into your family this week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did it feel to just play for something else tonight?
Yeah, I was hoping the dad strength was going to kick in. but yeah, it's such an exciting time. I think I've had a smile on my face since he was born, honestly, since my wife and I found out she was pregnant. But, since he's been here, it's even better than I could ever imagine. And I think my wife would say that too. But yeah, it's just really cool to think about, obviously you want to play right for yourself, for your team, but like you said, there's something added to play for, and at the end of the day, right, it's someone to my wife too, and my son now. It's people to go home to, win or lose. They got a smile on their face, and they're always there for me. So I'm excited to get back and see him.
You guys get a break next week, and then back at it 2 weeks from now. What do you just hope to see out of this group improved coming into that next game?
Yeah, I think there's a lot we could improve on. I think it's really early in the season still. Just consistency, I think, moving forward. I think we did a good job in the first half swinging the ball and hitting both sides. I could kind of speak more for offensively rather than defensively. I'm not too great on that aspect, but, I think we got to keep doing that and, obviously just focusing on the next play. I think towards the second half we were kind of get a little frustrated with, them making some stops and the ball not going in the back of the net. But, just staying even keel and, just focusing on what's next, I think is going to be huge for us moving forward.
And now you're going to see Buffalo again in just a couple games. Do you think you learned anything tonight about them that you can use going forward?
Definitely. Yeah, I think, both. It's always, both teams will learn, right? We played each other once now. You could get kind of comfortable. It's a rivalry game. As you can see out there, it was a physical game, fast-paced game. I think there's a couple of things offensively that, just different spacing and where we could get some good shots and good looks from. So I think we're going to really look at that in film. Obviously, we got one to focus on first with Halifax this during this bye week, and then we'll play them, and then we'll look back at this film on what we could do better for Buffalo after that.